We are still talking about the Never Ever Mets, y'all. We are still talking about the Never Ever Mets. Season 1, Episode 9, the end of the beginning, all right? If you've made it this far into the season with me and you have still not subscribed to the channel, please do me a solid, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this particular piece of content, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, the like button, whatever you want to call it. Leave your thoughts, your opinions, your theories, your concerns down below as it pertains to the show. All right. So we pick up where we left off last week, where Jody is still outside talking to the expert. I do not remember her name. I apologize for that. But she's still talking to the expert. And remember, the expert asked her, does she think that it is still worth pursuing with Aaron? Now, we all know that Jody does not, but Jody is going to keep the lie alive herself through this show. So here we are. So Jody tells the expert that, or the relationship expert, the therapist, that she does think that it is still worth pursuing. Jody acknowledges that she is a complex and difficult person. I want to stop right there. I think that as people, as individuals, we are all complex and difficult to a degree. I think that whenever people use that, it's a cop-out to me. It's an excuse for your actions. It's a way to avoid accountability for the way that you choose to move in this world, for the way that you choose to move in relationships, the way that you choose to move in regards to other people. So the fact that she says that, yeah, I'm a complex person too. Why? Because I'm a person. I'm a human. But what does that have to do with the way that you are treating Aaron? What does that have to do with the lack of accountability for the way that you're treating Aaron? The two are not synonymous. You know what I mean? So she then said that she likes Aaron because he accepts her, and she knows that most people will not accept her. So basically what Jody is saying is, yeah, I'm sticking it out with Aaron because Aaron lets me treat him a way that I know that the average man is not going to allow me to treat him. The expert clocks that, and it's like, then Jody is like, and I think that, with patience and with growth, the potential is there. And the expert clocks that, and she's like, look, I'm going to stop you right there. Aaron is who Aaron is. So who Aaron is today is more than likely who Aaron is going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15, 20 years from now. Yeah, we evolve as people and our mindset changes for, a little bit. But for the most part, who we are at our core is who we are at our core, no matter what age we are. So she talks about how Jody is more focused on potential instead of being focused on who Aaron is at his core. Either you like this man or you don't, but you can't always think in terms of potential, because we know potentially he's never going to be the type of man that you want him to be. We know that, he knows that, you know that. So Jody then talks about how she only wants marriage for a business. So she feels that because, let's say something happens and once the love is gone, you still have something to hold on to, whether it's you guys have gone into business together or invested in having children, whatever the case. So the expert is like, look, this sounds like a very trauma-based experience, because she talks about how her mother was in a relationship that was, very loveless. So we then get into the expert telling Jody, look, you deserve love. You deserve to be cared for. Jody gets emotional because deep down at the root of Jody, she wants love, right? Everybody wants love. Everybody wants to be somebody's somebody. No matter how people try to say that they don't, we all do. That's human nature. Humans are not meant to go through life alone, which is why we're not the only people on earth. You know what I mean? So the expert talks about how even though Jody wants this love, she doesn't think that she deserves it. She doesn't think that the love that she wants, that she's craving, she's going to be able to find. Jody is not ready to be in a relationship. I feel like Jody is in a relationship because she thinks she is supposed to be in a relationship. And that's why Jody is in a virtual online relationship, because she doesn't want to have to do the day-to-day real deal stuff that goes into being in a relationship, because she does not think that she is worthy of love. That's where we need to be laying on somebody's couch having a conversation 1 to 2 times a week. So we get to Rhonda without her hat before, and okay. So she meets up with Josh and Shay. And Shay said that her and Josh are planning to live together. I said, oh, girl. So they're planning to live together. They need to figure out what city they want to move to, but it's going to be Texas because Josh has kids. And Shay's response is, I love kids. Girl, loving kids and being a stepmother are two totally different things. But that's what they got going. So, okay, more power to you. Chris and Cindia. So we're now getting final dates from everybody, right? Because next week is the finale. Thank you, Jesus. Next week is the finale. So Chris and Cindia go horseback riding. And Cindia points out that Chris might not be good at communicating, but he's great at listening. This is like the second activity that the two of them have done that has been something that she has really, really wanted to do, that he's taken the initiative to make sure that they do together. So kudos to him for that. So after they horseback ride for a little bit, the scenery is gorgeous, it's romantic, it's everything. They go sit down to have a little picnic with a little charcuterie board, a charcuterie board as y'all call it. Charcuterie ain't that hard to say. So they sit down, have a little situation, and he asks her, like, straight up, are you going to leave with me or are you going to leave by yourself? And Cindia doesn't know what her decision is. I mean, I know what I think you should do, sis, but this is your life. And Cindy is just basically saying how when she gets back home, she's ready to get back to life, get back to routine. She has to get back to work. Chris expresses he does not want her to work, but he knows that she has her nurse's license. And I'm thinking, girl, don't give up your career, give up your source of income. Don't give that up for this man that again, your life, but I personally don't think Cindia should put all her eggs into Chris's basket. That's all I'm saying. So we get Dymond and Aaron, Pastor Aaron. So they're talking to the expert, and they immediately start talking about the drama and what everybody else is going through in the house. And this is what irritates the F out of me when it comes to Pastor Aaron and Dymond. Y'all are so busy being in everybody else's relationship when y'all should have based your entire conversation on the fact that Aaron got into your sister's face. Dymond. That should have been the basis of your conversation. But y'all are sitting on your high horse on your soapbox about how, yeah, we try to give advice. How can somebody that's in the same exact situation as you give you advice? Y'all are all on the show together. So let's be very clear. What advice can Pastor Aaron and Dymond honestly and truly give to any of the other couples in the house? Y'all are all in the same situation. Y'all all been dating people online that y'all have not met. Y'all are the couple that he proposed to somebody else. Or was going to, bought a ring for someone else, however you want to phrase it, the semantics of it all. But I don't understand this about them. And that's what makes it hard to root for them. Because I guess. So they then feel that everybody else in the house needs to mature. Y'all included. Age does not make you mature at all. And then they said that they would just smile and walk away from the drama. Shit. The way that I wish, let this happen on Bravo. Bravo would have inserted so many clips. So were you walking away from the drama, Pastor Aaron, when you were following Shay through the house, antagonizing her? Okay. So they then feel that the drama made them closer, and the expert was like, I'm going to stop you right there. Don't make a habit out of that. Don't make it so that the drama is that y'all need drama to feel closeness to each other. Honestly, I think that y'all got close because y'all were really out on the island. Dymond, the ladies don't like you. Pastor Aaron, I don't think the gentlemen in the house like you because y'all are inserting yourselves into everybody's business and then judging them. It's one thing if you're trying to give honest advice to somebody and you're trying to be there and listen to them, that's one thing. But y'all are there to judge. And that's why it's not going the way that y'all think it should go. So And then like the expert just kind of sent them off quickly. Like she didn't see it for them. I guess she had nothing to say. So okay, that was kind of a waste of a scene. Josh and Shay used their final date to get matching yin and yang tattoos. And then we get Greg and Millie. They go to dinner, and Millie says that it's Greg's birthday. So he's 32, and Millie tells him that she's 32 as well. And for her, she'll be high risk for pregnancy when she's 35. So she wants to settle down at the latest by 34 so that she can, I guess, get pregnant right away. And he tells her that he's all in. He's coming full speed ahead at pursuing her. I, Greg and Millie, I like them together, but it troubles me that they live 30 minutes away from each other and they dated for 3 years online. That's so very unserious. That's so very unserious. So the only way that y'all agree to meet is to get paid to be on a TV show, playing somebody else's face. Playing somebody else's face. Back at the house, everyone aside from Dymond and Pastor Aaron are helping to surprise Greg for his birthday with this birthday party. So they're decorating, hanging streamers and balloons and all that kind of stuff. Dymond and Pastor Aaron are in there playing pool. So Greg comes in, he's excited, happy birthday, surprise. I mean, is it really a surprise when the streamers are at the door? But I like that everybody came together for him for his birthday. I love a good birthday celebration. So they start to play a sex game, a sex-esque type game. And Pastor Aaron and Dymond was like, we out of here because, remember, they're mature. So they leave. So we see Aaron giving Jody like a little dance. And of course, she shades him. If you haven't had sex with somebody, this type of thing shows you if it's good. And it's like, Jody, girl, you talk all this shit about how you a sexologist and you know all this shit. And I feel like deep down at the core, Jody is a prude. And that's why she's acting prudish throughout this entire situation. So they're doing this thing. Josh gives Shay a lap dance. Jody has to kiss Cindia. I said, girl, she jumped up at the chance to kiss Cindia. I feel like if Aaron were to even come close to her lips, she would just die. So then Lil Aaron has to run through the house naked. So he's running through the house as like he lost whatever. Well, they're playing Jenga, but he lost. And he's running through the house naked. And it's a funny. Everybody's clapping, whatever. Dymond is like, he came running up the stairs after me. He was not running after you, sis. He was running through the house as a part of his dare. Jody still ain't into him. Jody, like, low-key looked kind of disgusted when he was running through the house naked. So there's that. We then finally get Shay and Josh's people coming to visit. Shay's sister, Ashley, comes. And Shay tells her sister that they are doing good, but they've been off and on because of Josh's communication. She feels it's not up to par. She tells her sister that she is in love with him, or she thinks at least that she is in love with him. Her sister was all of us when they explained their matching tattoos because, sis, what are we doing? Why did we get this? Why did we get these matching tattoos? And I guess at the least, it's not each other's names. So it's something that you can really play off if y'all get, if y'all break up. But sheesh. Josh comes out to meet the sister because remember, Shay hasn't told her family about this because to her, it was just a play internet relationship. But Josh comes out and her sister asks, when are y'all going to make this official? And they're like, we are official. Okay. So then they start talking. Her sister is like, no, because y'all not married. When are y'all going to get engaged? And Josh is like, within 2 years, max. I was her sister. It's been 12 years. Why do y'all need another 2 years to get engaged? But, different strokes for different folks. So her sister is, so then Josh is like, I want to have experiences with her, create memories with her. We have to figure out the logistics because I have kids and all this type of stuff. We have things to work through. Honestly and truly, I feel like y'all had 12 years to work through these kinks. 12 years. Y'all should have been meeting each other today and he should have been getting down on one knee. But again, y'all also chose to go 12 years without ever meeting. That's crazy to me. Josh feels that they have a bond that nobody can break, aside from when you had that baby. Aside from when you had that 3-year-old baby. But okay. So Josh leaves, and Shay tells her sister that Josh wants her to move to Texas. Is Josh from Texas? I'll say this. I think that they should be moving to a neutral place. And I understand that Josh has children, but I don't think it's fair for Shay to uproot her life to come to you without being married or without an engagement. Shay then talks about how they have to kind of do a tour of Texas to see where they want to live, because she still very much likes to be out. She likes to, brunch and still party and happy hour it up and all that type of stuff, go to shows, whatever the case. And Josh is more of a homebody. If Josh is more of a homebody, it shouldn't matter where we live at, right? That's how I would think about it. If you're going to be home anyways, then it shouldn't matter. So Josh's friend Warren comes. I don't remember us having anything going with Warren. I don't remember if they had like a meaningful conversation like at all, which is kind of odd. So Dymond and Aaron go on a wine tour for their last day. She was geeked about Moscato. We can't call ourselves mature if Moscato is our favorite wine. Moscato is a dessert wine. Ladies and gentlemen everywhere, Moscato should not be your favorite wine. It's a dessert wine. Oh, I cringe whenever people say that. We have to grow our palate up. I enjoy Cab personally, a Pinot Noir. We got a Malbec, if you will. We have to grow our palates up. But Moscato cannot be your favorite wine. That is juice. Nonetheless, they're taking a ride through this vineyard, this winery, whatever they are at. And he takes her to a little setup that has candles and white tulips, which are her favorite flower. And then he gets down on one knee, and we get a very anticlimactic, what do they call that? Oh my God. Why can't I think of the word? Shit, y'all know what I mean. When it ends and then we go to the next one. I cannot think of the word. Continuation? Y'all know the word. Put it down below. But we get cliffhanger. Sheesh. We get a very anticlimactic cliffhanger that's going to lead us to next week, which is the end. Thank you, Jesus. Do not make a second season of this show. Everything about this show was so very unserious. The fact that we didn't get this relationship expert that seems to know what she's doing, PhD'd up, but we didn't get to see her until the very, very end. What was the point? Nonetheless, we got 18 minutes out the recap, so better than I thought we would. If you haven't already, subscribe, share the video, thumbs up the video, comments down below. Catch you guys next week for the finale. The forever finale for me. Peace.